Okay, when we get to question 4, we get given a set of simultaneous equations to solve. We can see there's an x squared and a y squared in here, so this is not something we can do on a calculator. Calculator is a fantastic way of doing linear ones, so no squares, but it can't handle ones with squares in. So our first equation is 5x plus y equals 7, and our second one is 3x squared plus y squared equals 21. I can see now, because I've got just y in this equation, this is going to be the easiest one to rearrange. So I'm going to write this as y equals 7 minus 5x. And I'm going to substitute this into this one. So 3x squared plus, I'm actually going to put brackets around this just to remind myself that this is in brackets. All of this term here is y. So this is 7 minus 5x all squared equals 21. When we come to do our expansion of this, we have to remember, because we've got brackets and a squared, this is actually a FOIL expansion. So it's like this bracket multiplied by another one of these brackets. So we get 3x squared plus, the first term we're going to get is from the 7 times the 7, which is 49. We're now going to get 7 times minus 5, which is minus 35x minus 35x. We're going to get now the minus 5x times the 7, which is another minus 35x. And we're going to get minus 5x times minus 5x, which is plus 25x squared equals 21. Now these numbers have got quite big, so hopefully we're going to get a common factor that allows us to cancel down. Collecting up like terms, we've got 28x squared, and we've got minus 70x, and then we've got 49 take away 21, which is plus 28 equals 0. So standard rule with any quadratics, get all of the x's together on one side equals 0, and we're going to try and cancel this down and factorize it. We can see we've got multiples of 7 everywhere, so I'm going to cancel this down to 4x squared minus 10x plus 4 equals 0. We notice this cancels down again to 2x squared minus 5x plus 2 equals 0. We can actually factorize this now. If it doesn't factorize, we might have to use the quadratic formula, but this one looks a lot like it factorizes. We're going to have 2x here and an x here. I want to make myself minus 5x, so I do minus 2 here. This will give me minus 4x, and a minus 1 here. That'll give me minus 5x. And lastly, we can see this here gives us a plus 2. The solutions for this, we get x equals a half, or x equals 2. Once we get down to here, this looks like we might be finished, but as with all simultaneous equations questions, it's really important to get the last 2 marks of the question by going back and finding the y coordinates that go with these. So for x equals a half, y equals, and we're going to just put a half in here, so we get 7 minus 5 times a half, which is, that's right, this is 14 over 2 minus 5 over 2, which is 9 over 2. We've also got for x equals 2, y equals 7 minus 5 times 2, which is 7 minus 10, which is minus 3. A good way to write out our solutions at the end is to use coordinate pairs, because we've got x and y, and then 9 over 2 for y, or we've got 2 for x and minus 3 for y. Those are our final answers.